impressed by this. I'm delighted to see this many interested people here. It's very, very impressive to me, and it's made an impact. So thank you for coming out. Friends all and foes few, I hope, as we go through this. What I've started to do for the staffing, because I think a lot of you want to know that, and I want to try and explain how this goes. This hospital is going to reopen, and it's going to offer great care. It has to offer great care. That's what. So, is this one better? Yeah. So in order to do that, and in order to return it to a midwife-focused community service, which is my intention, and this is what I've been telling midwives from day one, it requires, I need more midwives. I need more midwives because some midwives left, so I need to return to that level of midwives, the standard level, and then I need to add midwives to that number. So the number of midwives that will be here once we have fully recruited will be more than were ever here before. So the number is actually quite large because our intention is to build a vibrant service where we can have more women like this every day have such wonderful things to say. We want great outcomes. It's supposed to be a great outcome, and we do our best to get to that. It isn't always, though, as you know. Obstetrics is not always going to be perfect for reasons that are beyond our control or the patient's control. In order for that to work, the midwives have to apply. We need to credential them. It takes 90 days to get somebody credentialed. So if I identify 20 midwives today, I have 90 days before they can step foot in the door. That's not my doing. That's pretty quick, actually. In New York State, it can be 120 days in some hospitals. I need to find physicians. There are going to be, I need to fill the physicians who left, and I need to add on top of that. So there will be more physicians here, but I'm not looking for new graduates. I want the community to have experienced physicians. I want them to have mid-career physicians, not all end career because they tend to retire. And OB is really tough for people when they get older. Most OBGYNs after their mid-50s give up OB, as you know, because it's middle of the night, it's 24/7, it gets hard on them. So mid-career physicians are being recruited, and I'm at least 3/4 of the way done with that. So I've made progress, but if they come from out of state, 2 months to get a license, 3 months to credential. So it's a process. It's a process, and I can tell you we're all over it, but it's a process. I can't make it happen tomorrow. It's just the law of the land is you need a license. Then you can get credentials. And then PAs, the same thing. We will also need to rev up the number of PAs well beyond the number that we had when we were robustly filled, before the problems began, long before I came here. I was in Boston during those days when all of that happened. So we have the plan in motion. I am incredibly grateful to Bill and people downtown who Bill works with to get me the approval for the staffing plan that I asked for. Because I asked for something that I think can work and can work really well, and I got it. So now it's implementation. We have to get it done, and we're moving on it on a daily basis. I mean, we're calling people. Ads you saw in the newspaper in New York Times this past weekend for nursing, and we need nurses as well. And there'll be more nurses, I might as well speak to that, than there were before. We will be fully staffed in nursing and with new models of nursing. 2014 models of nursing for post-op care after C-section, PACU type of care. This is really post-surgical care as opposed to sort of loosey-goosey care. We're going to have what these women need to have a good experience here and a healthy outcome. So that's kind of the staffing part of it. And that's why when you hear end of summer, that's optimistic, but I think we can get it done. I mean, we're working to do it that way. And if I fall off a cliff, it's going to be because somebody from California didn't mail a form in so the person could get their license. And all these forms that we have to do. We're a highly regulated profession, midwifery, physicians, and PAs. So I've got to go back to my high school diploma to get a New York license. And everywhere I've been since, and they want originals, and they want to make sure that I'm who I say I am, and I don't have any skeletons in the closet, because nobody wants that. Thank you.